Alright, hey guys, Paxter, welcome back to another Pokemon Pocket video. As you can see, we got yet another hint on what at least one of the cards coming in B2 will be. So this is the riddle right here. We also got one yesterday. I didn't really make a video on it, but I might as well cover it. So this is what we got yesterday, essentially telling us that we are correct that the new card, at least one of the new cards, will be a Mega Evolution card. You can see the Mega EX rule in the bottom right, as well as, yeah, you can see a bit of purple. That could be nothing. That could definitely be nothing, but looking at today's rule, so this is the rule right here, putting it into Google Translate, we have this. As you can see, it's kind of gibberish. Doesn't really make much sense, at least like when it comes to translation. Also, this is from Google Translate, so it's not too accurate. But yeah, the coin inside a frame, but cancer, okay. And also features of the new card. You got Pikachu, Eevee, there's a bunch of coins essentially. And then over here in the sticky notes, look inside the black square. The second clue, coin mystery, important, coin direction. And one by one, is it compatible? Trying to zoom in. It's hard to tell, but yeah, as you can see right here, this is the main issue about this riddle, is that of course it is kind of catered to the Japanese audience. I mentioned this in my previous videos, but I would very much like to see a riddle that's universal, you know, like one that everyone can solve, not just the Japanese audience, or if anything, make one specifically for the Japanese audience, and then make another riddle for English-speaking users. So they could very much do that, but instead they kind of only catered to Japan, and which is why you don't see Pokemon Pocket's English Twitter posting anything on this, because I might as well just quickly look at it. Yeah, nothing on Global's end, but this is 2026, so news does travel rather fast, nevertheless. So yeah, looking at this, pulling this back again, looks rather confusing, but luckily, I mean, people are smart, and for one thing, this riddle isn't really that hard. People quickly got down to the conclusion. Just gonna quickly look over here. Yeah, as you can see, a lot of people are saying that it's super type. That's a rough translation. In other words, super in Japanese correlates to psychic. So in other words, so this hint basically dials down to at least one of the B2 cards will be psychic type. And again, looking at this image right here, once again, very fishy that this is purple. And this hint basically confirms that, yeah, we're getting a psychic type Mega in a sense. Or I mean, it could be multiple cards. I'm assuming it's referring to the Mega card. But I mean, Dina could be like tricking us up a little bit. Like one card is going to be Mega. Another card could be just a regular like Psychic EX. Could still be broken, or maybe even non-EX, you never know. Or maybe even a different rarity, you never know. There's the V cards. There are Gigantamax cards in the TCG, so I mean, it could be a different rarity, but yeah, most likely than not, a Psychic Mega Evolution card. And I mean, also somebody asked Grok as well. Grok was pretty quick, so this is kind of an explanation according to Grok. At Grok, can you solve this riddle? Sure, let's solve this Pokemon TCG Pocket riddle by counting the coins, 8 front colored / showing images, and 4 back, plain black. This forms the phrase Omote ga hachi mai, ura ga yon mai. Again, I don't speak Japanese, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering. I probably am butchering that pretty hard, but yeah, which sounds like Cho, hinting at Psychic. Likely a Psychic Mega Evolution card, such as Mega Mewtwo Y. So, I mean, when it comes to this part, I feel like that's somewhat accurate. And it does kind of suck that you can just ask Grok this. Like, it feels kind of unfair. I feel like it kind of takes the magic out of just like solving this, you know, like just having the community come together. But regardless, the riddle isn't really too hard. I mean, people still, even without Grok, figured it out in a couple minutes. But yeah, Grok decided to add this. Maybe Grok knows something that we don't. Yeah, because given this knowledge, we might be getting Mega Mewtwo Y as well as X. If this is your first video on my channel, I did make 2 videos before this following this kind of mystery trail that Bina is leaving. And in the previous videos, I did mention that we might get a Mega Mewtwo, both X and Y. Because if you think about it, we're getting 2 packs, okay? It would be pretty hype if one pack is Mega Mewtwo Y and the other is Mega Mewtwo X. And yes, and if you're thinking like there's no way they will do that, because I mean Psychic is already good as it is. And if we're getting 2 new Psychic Megas, then like what's the point? Keep in mind, I'm just gonna pull this up. Yeah, I'll talk about Malamar later on. But in the TCG, of course, I mean it's all Psychic, but technically Mega Mewtwo X is dual type, Psychic and Fighting. So if they do this, they could very much make Mega Mewtwo X Fighting type, and then Mega Mewtwo Y, since it's pure Psychic, they can make that one Psychic. So a lot of potential. And again, in the TCG, it's all Psychic, but you gotta differentiate. This is Pocket. Pocket does tend to do things differently, especially in regards to Mega classifications. So right here, as you can see, they're both Mega Mewtwo's. Instead of just being like Mega Mewtwo X, Mega Mewtwo Y, and then looking at like, I'm just gonna quickly go over this. I mentioned this before, but Mega Charizard X, in the game you have Mega Charizard Y. However, in the TCG, it's just Mega Charizard. So Mega Charizard Y and X are just considered as Mega Charizard. I don't really play the TCG as much. I did play recently with my friend. I did record a video and I will get that out eventually. I'm assuming when making a deck, you can only run 3 Mega Charizards in total. So you can't run like 3 Mega Charizard Ys and 3 Mega Charizard X's. I mean, again, I could be wrong, but yeah, as you can see, they're both classified as the same. And with that being said, I mean, I can very much see Mega Mewtwo just being the chase cards for both packs. That'd be pretty hype. Another contender that people are mentioning is that it could be Malamar. Yeah, or maybe just Malamar EX, because looking at this, currently in the TCG, we don't have a Mega Malamar, because I'm pretty sure the Mega version did come out in ZA, so it's still rather new. People were saying that, I believe it's in this hint. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull this up quickly. But like in the bottom right, it does mention the Pokemon has the ability to change your damage output of like your opponent. Kind of a rough translation as well, but it's kind of perceived as that. And people are saying that like Mega Malamar, for one thing, can do that. But then again, I do feel like it is kind of a stretch because again, for one thing, when it comes to the Mega classification, it's okay for Pocket to differentiate from the TCG. But if the TCG doesn't have the Mega version, I feel like it's more likely than not that we will get the Mega Mewtwo instead of Mega Malamar. I don't think Mega Malamar EX's first appearance will be in Pocket. If anything, they're probably, again, there might be some legal rights as well. I feel like that's kind of a weird area. Also, we don't know how long Dina plans these events in advance. You know what I mean? Like other games like Dokkan Battle, the developers have said like they do plan all these releases, like the anniversary is like a year in advance. And ZA is rather recent. Yeah, and when it comes to just generating hype, I feel like Mega Mewtwo is much better than Malamar EX. Yeah, so I mean, people are definitely gonna summon more if the chase cards are Mega Mewtwo. But again, that is highly speculation. It could still be Mega Malamar or maybe even a Malamar EX. People have also been saying that this image right here, as you can see, just pulling up the image yet again, this one right here. In the bottom right, as you can see, try to zoom in, there's this cutout. And this cutout could be a lot of things. I mean, it could just be a weird looking heart, Pikachu's tail, but some people are drawing a connection to Marnie's logo. So this logo right here, yeah. So Marnie has this very similar logo. I'm just gonna compare it side by side. So just comparing this and this. All right, so there's this, and then there's that. So from the looks of it, it does look somewhat similar, but it feels like a stretch. I don't know. I mean, again, it's hard to tell at this point. If anything, we do know we're getting at least 1 Psychic card and 1 Mega Evolution card. That's all we know so far. And that's pretty much it. I feel like the main reason why I, as well as a ton of people, think that's gonna be Mega Mewtwo is just the whole theme of it. It's just, this is the first time they're doing this. And I mean, in the past, they have done, I think, like Extra Dimensional Crisis. They kind of teased this similarly, if I remember correctly. They did that, and it was kind of obvious that we were getting Ultra Beasts. But when you look at these posts, it just seems so secretive themed. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems very like confidential. And if you think about Pokemon, like a very legendary Pokemon that has an aura of secrecy, it's definitely Mewtwo, at least, especially in the first games. Like getting created and like looking at all the files, you go inside the burned house, you find all these documents saying that like, oh, like they're trying to clone Mew. You found him in Africa. Africa exists in the Pokemon universe. So given the theme of the mystery, I feel like a safe and very confident guess is definitely Mega Mewtwo. But again, this portion of the video is highly speculation. I mean, it could be freaking, what's a Mega Psychic card? I'm here in Bulbapedia and just looking at it. We got Alakazam, Mega Alakazam, maybe, sure, but it doesn't really fit the secrecy vibe that much. Of course, you have Psychic Fighting, Mega Mewtwo X, Mega Mewtwo Y. What else? There's, yeah, could be Gardevoir, Mega Gardevoir right here. What else? Sure, Medicham, Psychic Fighting. I feel like Pokemon, no offense if you're a huge fan of like Medicham or Gardevoir, but I don't think they are deserving of like a chase card, the main chase card for the booster set. That doesn't mean that they won't be in the pack, but like the main chase card, the one that they're hinting to, I feel like most likely these Pokemon are not them. Over here, Latias, Mega Latias, maybe. I mean, we're getting Mega Latios, and like I think like might as well just check right now. Just for, if you guys are curious, we are getting one of the drop event cards that we are getting is Mega Latios. Yeah, just pulling it up right here. So it starts on January 17th, so like around 3-ish days from now. This card will drop. And looking at the stats, it doesn't seem that good. But you never know. I mean, when it comes to it, Latios could be the Mega. You never know. But it is kind of weird though, because I mean, Mega Latios is not that good. Doesn't really have much synergy. Isn't really meant to kind of connect with Latios. Like the ability doesn't really synergize well. I mean, it could in the long run, but unlike the non-EX where like you have to have a Latios out for this card to be somewhat better. Yeah, it's different. But yeah, looking at this, I mean, Mega Latios could still be good, but it just feels weird that Mega Latios is bad. You know what I mean? It's a weird duality. It's like the smart brother and the dumb brother, which is pretty sad to see because I want them both to be good. But yeah, what else is there? You got Slowbro. Maybe, sure. Psychic Steel. Okay, Psychic Steel, Metagross. Gallade. Yeah, Gallade exists. Getting into ZA, we have Starmie, dude. Mega Starmie. I would love to see that guy in the game. That would be... I just love his look, man. People hate it, but I mean... yeah, he's essentially Patrick Star. I just love how goofy he looks. Delphox. Is kind of skim over it. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier. Mega Malamar. If anything, I want Mega Malamar to be Darkness type. Because again, Psychic is already so good as it is already. I don't think they need more buffs. But yeah, looking at this, Chimecho. Psychic Steel. I want that to be Steel. Personally. Meowstic. And then pretty much, yeah, that's basically a gist of it. But that's pretty much it. So to summarize what I said. So first day, we got this file kind of saying that like we will be getting hints in the coming days. We got this hint here essentially confirming that at least one card will be a Mega Evolution card. Then we got this confirmation, which has a bit of purple. Yeah, could be a hint. And today, finally, we got this basically telling us that we will get a Psychic card, most likely a Psychic Mega Evolution card. Also, you could say that this hint right here, I have a lot of tabs open, holy crap. But this hint, as you can see, this riddle has Mew. Very interesting that we are getting a Psychic type Mega EX. They could have used any other coin, but they decided to use the Mew coin. So kind of curious. Also, Mellow's here. We could be getting Mellow, a new Mellow card, maybe. I was joking previously that we might get Looker. Looker might be coming back, freaking Mega Looker EX, but you never know, man. We could also get a Mega Mallow. This is the most broken support ever. She's gonna be far more meta prominent than Cyrus. But yeah, only time will tell. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help me out, especially as a small time content creator. And with that being said, I'll definitely make more videos once more news drops. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys on my next video. Peace.